haven't met before, but I think I passed you in some kind of hallway.
Brian said that, but I don't remember which hallway it was.
We were at the Teen Choice Awards, I believe, and it was a very fast thing. You actually were ahead of us, and Brian stopped your husband, Brian Austin Green, who I love, sweet guy.
Yes, sweet.
And so anyway, so we didn't meet, but we whisked past each other, and I went, hi, like that.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, but nice to meet you now.
Nice to meet you. You have beautiful eyes. Wow.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you very
They're
much.
so blue. Have you seen her eyes? It's
Look,
amazing.
everybody. So obviously you're on all kinds of lists, and you're very popular and sexiest woman alive and all that stuff. And I was flattered that you said something really nice about me. I've held on to it. It's been a few years, but I still remember it. There's a quote that you said in People magazine that I was your celebrity crush. And I thought, well, that's very nice. Megan Fox, celebrity crush. Sweet.
I remember it's the same haircut you have now, but I remember when you first got it a few years ago, and I had a bunch of like straight girlfriends that were calling going, did you see Ellen's new haircut? She looks really sexy. So you were converting a lot of people with
Really?
that new haircut.
All it takes is a haircut. I didn't realize that. Would have done that a long time ago. Well, thank you very much. And you actually, so many people have crushes on you, you know that. But did you know that Jennifer Aniston said that she had a crush on you?
Someone mentioned it to me backstage, but I didn't know. And that's probably the most flattering one that I've heard so far, because she's a legitimate movie star and amazing, and I have so much respect for her, so that's crazy.
So Brian Austin Green, your husband, who is, just like I said, he's the sweetest guy. He's such a great guy. He's been here many, many times. And you've been together how long?
Going on 8 years.
8 years. And when you first met him, how did you meet?
I was on a sitcom on ABC called Hope and Faith with Kelly Ripa. And he came on and guest starred. He did a cameo playing himself. But I was 4 when 90210 started, so I didn't know really who he was. But I have an older sister who did, and who happened to be there, and who told me who he was. All I knew is that I thought he was really gorgeous, and I wanted to get to know him, so I chased him for a while.
Oh, you chased him?
Yeah.
Really? So, and was it like, so I was going to say, was it immediate? On your side, it was immediate, but not on his side?
Well, I think it was, I was 18, so I think he was really worried about that because he was 30. And
sure, good for him.
Yeah, and so
I like him even more now.
Yeah. So he sort of kept me at bay for a while, and then eventually he gave in.
Eventually, after you chased him down?
Yeah.
All right, and he has an 8-year-old child from
9, turning 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you inherited like a 10-year-old child all of a sudden. And you're how old?
I'm 25, turning 26.
Okay. Well, of course, we're all turning.
Right. But I mean soon. My birthday's in May, so I'm turning
unless the
soon.
Mayan calendar fits in, and then
Right.
I don't know. And I understand we're similar in many ways. Obviously, both share the same title, Sexiest Woman Alive. And also, thank you. Also, you're a homebody like I am. Like I hate to leave the house, and there are all these fabulous parties that you'd think that I'd want to go to. And you like to stay at home and watch TV.
I do.
And you watch what?
Well, if I'm gonna watch a movie, I always usually pick a kid's movie, an animated movie, and one of my favorite movies is How to Train Your Dragon or Kung Fu Panda, and I watch them over and over and over again, sort of obsessively. I love kids' movies, but if I'm gonna watch TV, my favorite show is Ancient Aliens.
I love that show.
It's a good show.
Have you all seen Ancient Aliens? It's on History or National Geographic or.
It's on H2 now.
It's a really good and a fascinating show that really makes you think, because there's a lot of evidence out there that you're going, oh, well, how do you dispute that?
Exactly.
Really?
Everybody thinks I'm crazy because I back this show so much and I love this show, but it's all about the theory that these megalithic structures were possibly built by not necessarily like little green aliens, but maybe future humans that they call ancient astronauts that did some sort of time travel or something. It's extraterrestrial was involved.
It sounds crazy.
It does.
But when you see the show and when you see certain areas of the world, that you go, how did they do that without being somewhere up in the air? And it was impossible back then unless something was in the air, looking down, seeing how something would be positioned. It's fascinating. I love that show.
I love it. It's the best.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
We're besties now. So, all right, we'll take a break and we'll talk about the movie and other stuff. We'll be back with Megan Fox. That's Megan Fox, Adam Scott, right? And Friends with Kids. John Hamm was here yesterday, and what a great cast in that movie, right?
It's an amazing cast. Most of the cast of Bridesmaids is in it.
Yes.
And yeah, and Adam, who is in the scene you just saw, he's so amazing and so brilliant. He's on Parks and Rec, for those of you who watch the show.
Yeah.
And he's just so amazing,
The
cast is amazing, and I was really happy to be able to be a part of it.
And we were talking during the break, you're having a tattoo removed, which is the most painful thing. It's more painful than getting a tattoo, from what I've heard.
By far.
Yeah.
The one on my arm, yeah. I don't know if you can...
How long will it take to completely remove it? It was a tattoo of me, by the way.
It was your headshot.
Yeah, right after you said the celebrity crush, you put my tattoo
I
on.
did.
No, it was Marilyn Monroe.
It was Marilyn Monroe, yeah, and I've only done one session on it, but it is incredibly, incredibly painful. Wherever the ink is and the laser hits, it sort of pops up like little pieces of popcorn and explodes your skin. It's really awful, so kids don't ever get tattoos. I see you in the front row.
Don't get tattoos.
It's not worth it.
I've never had a tattoo. I don't understand tattoos at all. People who do them love them, but I can't imagine just doing it in the first place. Before you were an actress, what did you do?
My only real job that I ever had was I worked at a little smoothie shop in Florida. And I mostly worked behind the register, but once a week, usually on Fridays, someone had to dress up as a piece of fruit, and go out and stand by the highway.
What would you dress as?
I was a banana, a giant banana.
Was that weird for you to be a giant banana at all?
Well, it was weird, and what was bad about it is that there was your face wasn't hidden. There was a thing cut out for where your face.
He's gone now.
It was a hit
he
and
split.
run. He ran.
Let's take a look at what happened there. That was fun.
There was your face wasn't hidden. There was a thing cut out for where your face.
That was a perfect reaction. All right, the movie. We just wanted to get to the part of you talking about a banana. That's all.
That was the whole
That's
point.
all it was. Friends with Kids opens in theaters tomorrow. We'll be right back. Megan Fox. Well, Megan Fox.
Yes.
See, now, you're making people look like it's easy to have a baby and then just turn around and put a dress on like that. How old is the baby now?
He'll be 3 months this Thursday.
That's not fair, is it? That's not... I didn't even have a baby. Look at me. I mean, so is that... Did you work really hard, or how is this possible that you have a 3-month-old baby?
I worked out a lot when I was pregnant. But anybody that's had a baby, you're really tired afterwards. So I haven't really started working out since.
Yeah, well, hopefully you'll do something to start looking good, because that's, I hope you start working out and taking care of yourself, because this is, I can hardly look at you. It really is. So did you go the whole natural childbirth thing and everything?
Well, I had planned to...
Oh, people always plan on it.
Yeah, I thought I was really tough, and I thought I was gonna make Brian so proud, and he was gonna think I was like so strong, and he would like weep at how strong I was. And after my first contraction, started crying for the epidural. I didn't even make it to the second one.
Wow.
It was really intense.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say I lasted as long as I could, but really the first contraction, and you said...
It was rough. It was from like 0 to 100. I didn't expect it to be that. So
Was
I'm
it a
weak.
bad, I don't know, was it like did the doctor say it was a worse contraction than most people have?
Well,
I don't know if there's good and bad contractions.
In my defense, like a first-time mom usually will be in labor anywhere from 12 to 36 hours, and from water breaking to holding baby, it was only 4 hours. So it was really intense.
Why are we clapping? Is that good? I mean,
It's really fast. I mean, I
mean,
guess
that's
it's
good.
good, but it hurt. It was really intense. It hurt a lot. It was very painful.
because you want to get used to the pain for 36 hours
Well, no, I
and
guess
then
you want to ease into it, but I went straight from no pain to
having a baby.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
So
was he on time or late or early or?
He was a few days early, but he was full term.
Because I heard that Reese Witherspoon actually kind of helped you out in a way.
Yeah, she went into labor the day before I did, and all of the paparazzi followed her to Santa Monica. And so when I went into labor, I went to Cedars, and nobody cared or knew or was
Wow.
there. And so I got in and out. I left the next day, and nobody knew, and it was like a big secret for 3 weeks.
That's amazing. Well, actresses should get together when you're pregnant and do the diversion thing where they go to a
Exactly.
hospital, you know, and divert
But
somebody.
then somebody always has to be the fall guy. You have to draw strings, I guess. Whoever gets the short
exactly.
string
Or
has
pay
to.
somebody, or get
Right.
like a gift basket like they do backstage at award shows, you know?
Yes.
Give something out.
Right.
And so who does he look like? What is his name?
Noah.
Noah. And who does he look like, you or Brian?
He looks, I would say, 70% like Brian. He was his identical twin when he came out, and recently he's been getting chubbier, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's so chubby now. He looks like you." And I don't know how I should.
Yeah, I
take
don't even
that.
know what that means. So
Yeah.
you're not I understand you're not showing pictures. Y'all are reserving that because
Yeah.
So does he look? I'm just going to have babies
Oh,
up there, and
no.
you tell me if it looks like this baby or not.
He actually kind of looks like this baby a little bit.
Whose
A little
baby
bit.
is that,
Whose
Mary?
baby is that?
That's Andy Zehner's baby. Let's show another baby. We're just going to show babies. Who's that? Does it look?
He doesn't look like that baby.
He doesn't look like that baby?
No,
That's
that baby's amazing. but
That's
he
a
doesn't
cute
look like
baby.
that.
Whose baby is that? That's your baby?
Oh, that baby's
Mary, that's
amazing.
Mary's baby. That's a cute baby. All right, I was just going to guess what the baby looks like. And I know you're an animal lover, and how are the animals adjusting to having a baby?
I have 3 dogs. The middle dog is a rescue. Her name is Sasha, and she is kind of like Nana from Peter Pan. She feels like, that's Sullivan. He doesn't care about the baby. But Sasha she thinks that she's his nanny, so she's always taking care of him. That's Sasha, she's wearing a skirt. So she's really into the baby and watches over him and is always circling his bassinet and paying attention to him.
Probably hoping someone would take the skirt off. Maybe
Right.
that's what the dog. And then I saw in the packet, because I get as much information as I can before I interview people, and there's a picture of a goat in there.
Yeah.
What's the goat? You have a goat?
Yeah, Lulu, the goat.
Does it live with the dogs?
Yeah, we built her a big, a first-class goat pen in our yard. So she's got like play space and.
Is she by herself? Get another goat for Lulu.
Well, she hangs out with the dogs also. And
Really?
she plays kind of like tag with our.
Is she like a
Rottweiler.
pigmy goat, or is
yeah,
it?
she's a pygmy goat. She's little teeny. She's
Oh,
super
that's
cute and
precious.
sweet.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. And so, all of the animals get along, and they're happy to have a baby there.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend if you're gonna get a pygmy goat to keep them inside because they poop constantly. So you can't train them not to. It's just like constant pellets.
Oh.
Everywhere. So you don't want to have that inside.
Babies do that too, you know.
I know, but you can't put.
I know that
on a
much
goat.
about babies.
Yeah.
But you can't put diapers on pygmy goats.
I mean, I guess you could.
Yeah. But don't.
Oh,
I mean,
right. I agree.
I'm just thinking, if you put a skirt on a dog, you're going to put a diaper on a goat. You know, I mean, what's to stop you? All right, we're going to take a break, and I have some gifts for little Noah. We have onesies and all kinds of little baby things for Noah for you.
Thank you.
That's all they need. All right. You can get them at the Ellen Shop, but they're for free for you. We'll be right back. That's Megan Fox, and this is 40. So that's Judd Apatow's new movie, This is 40, and tell everyone your character.
It follows Pete and Debbie, who were in Knocked Up, and I play a sales girl in their clothing boutique, and money, amongst many other things are happening in their life, but they also notice money's going missing from their store. And myself and Charlene Yee, if you saw Knocked Up, we're the salespeople, so we're both under suspicion for stealing. And I also sort of become, Debbie is having a midlife crisis, and I take her out and
Have a wild night of partying.
have a wild night, yeah.
Yeah. It's a very funny movie, very funny. And did you audition for this? Was this offered to you?
No, I auditioned for this. I went in and Judd was there with Leslie and Paul, and we ran through the script like once, and which is what I'm used to doing, is written dialogue. And then Judd sort of sat back and was like, okay, you and Paul, you're in the store. Paul, you walk in and you guys have a really awkward conversation. And he's filming, and we just did that for like 15 minutes, and it was an incredibly awkward conversation. But you know, to not have any dialogue was really scary for me because I'm not a comedian. I don't do that.
But I mean, if you at least you go for something awkward. I mean, that's a good thing to have to go for, is something awkward if you don't know what you. And Paul Rudd, how hilarious is Paul?
He's amazing.
He's a good one to have an awkward
That
conversation
footage
with.
exists somewhere. It'll probably end up on the DVD or something like that.
I hope so. Because there's that one outtake of Melissa at the end. Which
She's
is
amazing.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy
Hysterical.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So before we go, I'm curious about this. I wanted to leave enough time for you to tell me about myself.
Okay.
I understand you know a lot about astrology.
Well, I read a lot about it. I don't know if I.
Oh, I was told you
am
know
good
a
at
lot.
it.
Well, let's
I
just
know
see.
enough.
What do you? So my sign is I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
And
And
what-
do you
what
know
do you-
your moon sign?
I do, and I just found out for this. I didn't know before now, but I'm an Aries moon
Okay.
sign.
Do you find that you're very independent?
No,
Oh. Bossy?
no,
Controlling?
no.
Okay. Do you,
I mean, I kind of, I make decisions, and I'm controlling in the fact that
do you have
the
a
show
mild?
would go to hell if I wasn't involved. I mean, I've got like. No,
Well,
keep going. Go for some positive things. I may say yes.
I thought independent was a really positive.
I'm not that. I don't think I'm that independent. I wouldn't say. I don't know what that means exactly. Like, I don't go along with whatever anybody just says or thinks. I have
Right.
my own opinions, but I do like to, be around. I don't like to be alone,
Right.
or else you would not be here. No one would be. It would just be me. I would have a radio show. It would just be me on radio.
Were you super active as a kid, like physical, or were you were introverted?
No, I guess I was active. I played sports.
Oh, I mean,
You
you're
don't know
blowing
much
a
about
hole.
it.
I don't
No,
know
I
anything
don't think
about
you
it.
know.
I don't know anything about
I
astrology.
thought you did, and it turns
No.
out you don't. But
I thought I
look,
did
it's been
too.
great. It's, I'm going to control this and end it.
Okay.
I'm going to.
I think that's the
I'm
right
going to end this
decision.
right now. All right. See how bossy I can be? But I just don't want to be alone. This is 40. Opens in theaters Friday. We'll be right back with Eddie Redmayne. I haven't heard that song in a while. What the Fox Say? I'm sure people must play that every time they see you.
Well, my dad sings it all the time. His
Really?
last name is Fox, yeah.
It's a great song. Hey, it's good to see you. Are you out of breath already? What's
Well,
happening?
I have these, I don't know if you can see them, but I have these really precarious high heels on, and they're half the size too big, so and I just had a baby. Give me a break.
I know.
It's a long way from there to here.
First of all,
Yikes.
I will give you a break, because not only did you just have a baby, last time you were here, you had just had a baby, and they're 2 years apart?
Yeah, not
Oh.
even. They're 16 months apart.
Wow. You
Yeah.
look, first of all, you look amazing. I'm sure women are mad. That's ridiculous.
The first time I was here, I was pregnant and no one knew it. And then the second time I just had my baby, but I got pregnant again, so you're sort of like a fertility good luck charm.
I am.
If you want to get pregnant, come see Ellen.
Yes, my show is an aphrodisiac.
It is.
So it's Noah is the first one, and Noah and
Bodhi.
Bodhi. Noah and Bodhi. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Look how-
Bodhi is the little chubby one, and then Noah is the one with the lips.
Wow.
Um,
He's too young to get injections in his lips like
He
that.
is.
He shouldn't do that early.
Hashtag no fillers.
Oh my God. Those are beautiful. No wonder. Just keep having children. They're gorgeous like that. They're just
thank you.
beautiful kids. And how are you able to work? What were you doing when? Were you shooting the movie?
I was. I got pregnant with Bodhi 2 weeks into filming Ninja Turtles, which is an action movie and requires a lot of running and jumping and stunts. And so I spent anyone that's been pregnant knows your first trimester can be pretty rough and you're nauseous all day long. So I spent the whole shoot, basically, the producers would come see me in the morning in the makeup trailer, and I would be clinging to a box of saltines, and we kept pickles in the refrigerator for me, and I was just constantly on the verge of vomiting and
And running.
And running.
Nothing's
and
better
screaming.
than when you're nauseous to
Yeah,
run.
running, jumping, fighting, saying things like, "Show me what you got, Shredder," stuff like that. So all the fun things you want to do while you're pregnant.
Oh my God. Well, so clearly it was not planned.
The first one wasn't planned either, and
Yeah.
I mean, we can't let Brian near me anymore.
Yeah.
It's like every time.
And I understand, and now I'm disappointed because you got, since I've seen you, you got a goat
Yeah.
as a pal to your dog.
Well, I think we had a goat the last time I was here, but I felt like she was lonely, so we got her a new baby goat to be friends with. So we have Lulu is the older one and Coco is the baby, and they're pals.
And then you also have, so you have a dog, you have two goats.
Two dogs, two goats, and a cat.
And one cat.
Yeah, a
Why
Bengal
don't you
cat.
get two cats?
Do you think I should do that?
Well, yeah, if you have two of everything else.
Okay, like Noah and the Ark.
Yes.
There you go.
You're starting out. So the cat is a Bengal.
A Bengal, yeah. They're bred from, not like the tiger, but they're sort of bred down generations. And he's a domestic cat, but he's really smart and he talks nonstop and he thinks he's a person. And yeah. I mean, that's not him, but that's Abe. That's one that looks like him, so.
Well, it looks just like that.
Yeah, it's close enough.
You could have brought just a stock picture of a goat,
Yeah,
too, and I would have been
he's
happy. I'll take any picture of an animal. I don't care. That's a beautiful cat. Do we have we have a clip of, let me show you this cute little clip of goats and see if it looks like your goats.
That's exactly what Coco looks like.
Come on.
Exactly.
They bounce like that, right?
That's exactly.
That's really
Coco
cute.
is that color. She looks just like that. And they both prefer Brian. So I don't know if they all prefer men, but they won't let me, if Brian's there, they won't let me get near him. They're very protective.
Do they headbutt your ankles or
They
something?
do.
Like they can't
They
really...
can jump. They can get to your kneecaps. So you gotta watch out.
Oh, well then be careful, yeah. Hey, did you see what we did to our reporter Amy, sending her to Six Flags?
Yeah, that was terrible. Why did she do that? She was about to cry.
She loves it.
I felt terrible for her.
No, she was wearing her skimming and she felt confident. But I heard that you love roller coasters.
I love roller coasters.
So you would love that.
Well, yeah, and my favorite ride is Tower of Terror, which is similar to that, but maybe not as bad because you can't see how high you're going. That's torture for someone that's afraid. And you were like, you're going pretty high, you're getting higher, you're not there yet, you're almost there, oh, you're halfway, sorry.
Right.
And she was,
I was letting her know what was happening. You want to keep her in the dark. I wanted to let her know what was expected.
I mean, I love them. I love going to Disney and
Yeah. And
participating.
I haven't been on the Tower of Terror, but I don't think I would like that. I like roller coasters, but I don't like the drop thing.
that's the best part. Where like there's no gravity and you're just
Yeah.
it's taken out from under you.
Have you
and
been
you're
on the
free
Hulk
falling.
at Universal?
I love it.
I love the Hulk.
It's the best.
Because
yeah.
you just start shooting up as fast as you can and then just,
Yeah.
that's really fun. All right, I will take a break and we have a gift for you.
Okay,
And
I'm
we'll
scared.
talk about, no, it's a good one. It's
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
And then we'll talk about the movie.
Okay.
It's exciting. We'll be back. Megan Fox is here, and we're talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja movie that you're gonna be in. That you're, oh God, I'm just still. There's so much more that happened that what you didn't
see.
that you at home did not see. But anyway, we're all still kind of surprised. So. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It seems like you're not old enough to really have watched that when you were growing up.
I mean, I watched it. I was so young. I think I was like 4 or 5 when we got the VHSs and I was allowed to watch it. But I watched it with my sister because she's 12 years older, and I wanted to do everything she did and be just like her. And so I became a super fan, and I wanted this movie so bad when it came up. And when they said that they were thinking about me and throwing my name around, I went and I had a meeting, and I really was just trying so hard to get it. And I was like, look, you could cast someone that maybe is more believable as a journalist, but you're not going to cast someone that's a bigger fan. And I ended up getting it.
You
thank
got the
God.
role.
I did.
Congratulations. Well, I'm glad. Would have been disappointing not to get that.
Exactly.
Now you're in it. It's a dream come true. It's weird. You watch something growing up as a little girl, and then you end up in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that thing of where you don't want to ruin it because you're in it. So, like, I would never want to be in Jurassic Park because those movies were so special to me that I would not be able to watch it if I was in it. I would be upset about it. But this one was different because I was just, I don't know.
I don't think you'd ruin anything.
Well, I mean, but have you ever heard your own, well, this doesn't apply to you, but have you guys ever heard your own voice, like, on your answering machine, and you're like, that is not what I sound like? There's no way. So imagine if you were in a movie for 2 hours, and you're just watching yourself from every angle, and it's your droning voice on and on and on. It's awful.
Yeah. No, I do know what that's like, believe me, I do. Okay, so here's what we got you for your little boys to help promote the movie. I think you're going to like them very, very much.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
That's
cute, right?
Oh, this is perfect because Noah is a Raphael completely, and Bodhi is a Michelangelo. You guys are so intuitive and psychic when you got these.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles opens in theaters August 8th, and we're going to be right back. That's Megan Fox. Hello, Megan.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
So I watched parts of the Super Bowl. I'm not a big sports person, but my movie had a Super Bowl spot, so I was watching, honestly, out of vanity to see that.
Yep.
But I did see, I tuned in at a time where they were talking about Vaughn clearly going to get the MVP or what an amazing player he had been. So I did see parts of it.
Yeah, he was amazing. But mainly you just watched for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ad. And
I did, yeah.
Yeah, well, your kids must be like just stoked that their mom is doing this.
They don't know because I don't let them watch TV, and they
How
don't.
old are they?
3, and the baby's turning 2 next week.
So
they're
how do you
babies.
avoid that? There's a TV in the house.
Yeah, but it's off.
Well,
I don't know that.
unless I'm on, but yeah. So what do you,
Oh, that's Noah.
so when they're in bed, you watch TV?
When I watch TV?
Yeah.
I mean, I crawl to bed at 9 o'clock after he falls asleep, and my eyelids are already swollen shut, so I don't really watch much of anything. I'm exhausted.
So what do they watch mostly?
They're allowed, that's Bodhi.
They're precious children.
They're allowed to watch movies, so they watch Nemo.
Dory's coming out this summer?
They're gonna be going to see Dory.
Yep, they will love it.
They watch, mostly Pixar movies, a couple of Disney movies, but I keep technology very limited.
But they'll be able to watch the Turtle movie or no?
It's too much, I think.
Is
They're
it?
babies, and I did show Noah the trailer for it, and I said, look, it's Mommy, and he was quiet for a long time. He's the 3-year-old, and then he was like, but Mommy, you can't be in there. And I said, why? And he said, because the monsters might get you.
Oh.
So they're not able to
then
process that and deal with it
They
yet.
should not see that.
No, they should not see
yet. But someday they're going to be so excited, they're going to tell all their friends, and that's going to be really cool.
I don't know if you're ever, are your parents ever cool no matter who your parents are? I don't know. I think you're always embarrassed of your parents, right?
I know, it's so weird though, but I think they're going to be happy that you're the mom.
That's the goal.
So you're turning 30, and is that something, why are you making that face? Is that a problem?
It's not a problem. It's just a weird, when you're young, that sounds so old. When you're in high school, or even when you're in your early 20s, it still sounds like, by the time I'm 30, I should just give up. Like, what's the point of going on at that age? And then you turn 30. I'm turning 30 this year, and you don't feel any older at all.
I agree with you, because when I was younger, I would think, someone 50 or 60 years old was, just like
in a hospice.
right. Well. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
no. When you're young,
I wouldn't go that far,
right,
but I would, but certainly close to going to a hospice.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So let's talk about New Girl before we anger everyone. No, but it's true. I understand what you mean about the age. So New Girl, you're a guest star on it, and you play what?
My character's name is Reagan. She's a pharmaceutical sales rep. Nick falls in love with her, obviously, or crushes on her. And we find out that, and I think I can reveal this, that she actually has dated Hannah's character in the past. And that obviously upsets Max's character very much, and it's a stressful situation for everyone.
The show's very funny and very clever. I heard in the meeting today you collect kimonos. How many kimonos do you have?
I mean, I have a few drawers full. I don't know exactly how many that is, but that's like a good summer bathrobe is a kimono. And my kids love it, especially Noah. He finds that to be like a very magical thing when I like float down the stairs in my silk kimono, and he's very taken by that, and that's sort of an image that I like to brand into him.
Well, it sounds like he already thinks his mother's cool. That's what I'm going to say right there. That, I mean, you're wearing kimonos down. It's not like a bathrobe. This is for you, that they can see you. You get it? Because that's your name. And yeah. All right. So that's for you. This is your addition to your kimono drawer. New Girl airs Tuesdays at 8 on Fox. We'll be right back. Megan Fox.